started talking just ever so slightly, and I could fucking see OBS fucked me again with my microphone. So I was like, oh, it's not fucking moving. Should have checked it. Because for some fucking reason, OBS wants to go default with the settings. Anyway. But, yeah. Caught it just before I started going into my little spiel, basically. This game was gifted to me, so I'm going to try it. It's called She Was 98. Basically play as, this character who goes to take care of, their grandmother, basically. And there's something a little off with this, with Granny. So, this most likely be, a short stream, pretty much. A fairly short game. So, we'll see. We'll see. Even if it's only 40 minutes, even if it's, not that long, it's just, something, so that way I can, actually, because I have to stream to Kick, I need to accumulate hours, because Kick took away my verification, because, life happened, and Kick's like, oh, well, you're not streaming, well, we're gonna hold your verification status hostage, and make you work for it again. So, yeah. So, we'll see. But after the stream, Currently, I have 2 images saved, because in October 2 games drop. One of which is the, Gears of War E-Day, which I'm looking forward to, at least the campaign. I'm kind of anticipating that, it looks good, and Hellraiser. And I have 2 images, basically, so what will likely happen, and I'll reiterate this at the end of the stream when this game is done, is what will likely happen is, at this point, I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to stream Hellraiser. I don't fucking care if it's adult or anything like that, because there's, some scenes, basically. That, would be, touch and go with, YouTube, terms of service standards, but then YouTube also allows naked yoga. But welcome, everyone. Thank you, Gravy, for the, shit sticker. Yeah, it just popped up on the fucking screen. Thank you. Anyway, what was I gonna say? But anyway, I'm at this point, with YouTube, I'm like, fuck it. You allow naked yoga, alright, so I don't fucking care if I get claimed or whatever for the Hellraiser stream. I'm going to stream the Hellraiser game. So what will likely happen is I'll start with the Hellraiser game and focus on that for October, for obvious reasons, because of Halloween and so forth. And then, kind of a better late than never stream starting Gears of War E-Day. Around, not end of October, but, early November time frame, basically. Sort of situation. So I'm not trying to focus on 2 games in October. I can just focus on Hellraiser and then go from there, basically. So anyway, without further ado, let's just get right into, see what's wrong with Granny, basically. It got very positive reviews. So, we'll see. Yeah, I'm telling you, look up naked yoga on YouTube. I know you're kind of joking, but yeah, they have naked yoga. And I'm the one who gets fucking claimed for shit. Anyway, so I'm like, I don't fucking care. I'm at this point where I really don't fucking care if I get hit because of the fucking nudity in Hellraiser. I don't give a shit anymore. I really fucking don't. Anyway, welcome everyone. But that's where I am. As a child, I often visited my grandmother in the summer, although I don't remember much about it, and now many years later, I have returned. Okay. Okay. It's registering. Okay, spacebar. Thank you. I had to fucking figure it out. There's no prompts, so I had to fucking press every button to figure it out. Spacebar. Okay. My mother made me come to this godforsaken place to look after my grandmother. In the prime of my life, I will be wasting my precious time, even if it is for someone close to me. But this is not the life I wanted. My day was... just whatever. Meh. It's meh. I am not fucking doing, naked... I don't do yoga, period. Alright, so not happening. Watch Lethal's Gears of War multiplayer beta stream, basically. The multiplayer looks fun. For what it is, it looks fun, and I'll likely play it when the full game drops. But that'll be, like, only if, like, I'm playing it offline with other people or something. I'm not planning on streaming that. I'll be streaming the campaign, but the multiplayer, not really so much. I've heard of the Diamond Dallas Page yoga. What about my grandmother? Maybe she's completely lost her mind. Maybe she doesn't need help anymore. At least there is one joy. My grandmother's house will go to me. No, Trey, I see you. I just can't comment to everything, basically, so I can't comment on everything. All that's left is to endure these days, or maybe months, or even years. How about just a handstand? Pimp my kick, Blake, and maybe I'll do that. I need 9 people to sub out of out of the goodness of their hearts, basically. Because gifted subs don't fucking count, apparently. My house is in terrible condition, messy, dirty, and smelling of dampness. Am I really going to have to live here all this time? Like I said, I need people to, even if it's just for a month, just until I can get verification status back. Like I said, gifted subs for some reason don't count. This is Grandma's room. I don't want to wake her up, so we'll talk when she wakes up. Look in here again, make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. Yeah, it's... And I showed it on, my YouTube stream on Wednesday. That's locked. Okay. My childhood toy. I like visiting here when I was a child. A lot has changed since then. You heard End of Oak Street was terrible. I kind of started watching Jeremy Johns' review, and he was like, it's meh. Oh, if Kick didn't screw me over, Blake, I wouldn't be trying to, how do I put this? Panhandle my fucking Kick channel. That's what it fucking feels like. I feel like I'm panhandling because Kick decided, oh, because you're not consistently streaming, we're going to take away your verification status, so we're going to screw over at least a little bit of your income. Yeah, it looks like Buffalo Bill's house. I can still get gifted subs, I think, but they just don't count towards verification. That's the weird thing. I think I can still get gifted subs, but like I said, in terms of re-verification, I need 10 people, basically, to, out of the kindness of their hearts, to, decide to become members of my channel. Why can't I look at that? Okay. Grandma, hello, I'm here. What's the idea for Kick? Chances are I won't like it, because you've given, no offense, your track record. But, what's your idea? I know you're awake. Okay, I won't disturb you. Cammy handstands. Okay. You'd think the key would have a... Okay. Go up to this door. I need to clean up. Happy Friday. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Walk. Okay. Before you say anything, Mr. Grimm, no naked yoga. I at least am a thought with some standards. So. No, I could not fucking do splits. I'm not that flexible. Bro. Yeah. Well, let me know what you think of... Well, if you watch it, let me know what you think of it, Trey. I'm not really planning on watching it. I'd like to take a nap, I just need to find some bedding. Dancing stream. No. The movie I do want to see in theaters. It does look like it could be entertaining. It does look like it could be entertaining, but primarily, Mr. Grimm, I'm gonna have my mods time you out. Anyway, is that the new Looney Tunes movie, basically, the Wile E. Coyote versus Acme movie. The main reason I want to see that, even though it's like, you know, it does honestly look entertaining, is the fact that WB won't see a dime of it, basically, because they sold the distribution rights to another entertainment company. Because they were going to shelve it for a tax write-off, basically. They were going to shelve it for a tax write-off, and it was, like, people fought to get it released. Warner Brothers was like, you know what, you know, we're going to kind of, like, you know, do this, and they're like, okay, you take it. Strange boarded up door. I remember it from a childhood, but I don't remember what's behind it. Cooking stream? No. I don't think I can set up a camera. Press tab. Wash up, eat, visit my grandmother. So yeah, so WB won't see a dime because it's the company is called Ketchup Entertainment, and they're the ones that procured the rights for the theatrical release of the movie from WB. Yeah, Mutiny looks like it could be fun. It's a Statham movie, so it's like I'm not expecting a lot from it. Absolute Horror Beanie Baby collection. Yep. I can see that, being behind the locked door. Grandma's awake. It's scary to imagine what she's become after spending so much time alone, sitting in her dirty, tiny room alone with her past and her old age ailments. But first I need to get her pills. People still trade those damn things? I think people still kind of collect them. I don't know about trading them. Grandma's pills, they somehow keep her body and brain functioning. You still have to finish Metal Gear Solid 5. That's quiet. I can't find my cosplay for that. And the cosplay that came for that, for some reason, was like for a woman with obviously more ample features than me. I'm like, they sent the wrong fucking size. Hey, Granny. Hello, Grandma. How are you? I arrived yesterday. Mom says that I look after you. Grandma, what big glowing eyes you have. Here are your headache pills. Have you decided to remember me before I die? Is your conscience bothering you, or did you set your sights on the house? In all honesty, I would level the house. Well, since you're here, you have to help me, but I don't think I'm happy about it. Find the box marked with a cross. I don't remember where it is or what's in it, but I remember that it's very important to me. Yes, okay. Yeah, fuck my life. If I survive this, I'm smacking my mom. The mom in the game, basically, not my mom. Here's a box with the chewed up photos inside. I need to take them to Grandma, but I think she won't like it very much that her only memories of her youth have been ruined by a rat. Well, I mean, like, I wouldn't say it's a dead brand necessarily. I think, like, you know, with it still being summer before kids go back to school, I think there are enough families that would take their kids to go see it because, like, Looney Tunes are part of it. I'm just, like I said, I'm primarily seeing it because... Okay, first off, has anybody watched any of the trailers for the movie? Has anybody, like, watched any of the trailers for the movie? There were photos in the box. As I understand it, they show my grandfather in his youth. My mother didn't talk much about him. But there's not much left of the photos. The rats gnawed on them. These photos were very important to you. He thinks Granny isn't well, no. Those little creatures. They run around my house, keep me awake, eat my food, and now they're ruining things that are dear to me. Unfortunately, I don't know. I thought there were some, like genuinely funny parts in the trailer. I don't know. I want to see Coyote sue Acme. I won't forgive them for this. Kill them all. What are you standing there for? Go find some mousetraps. Okay. I'm just, like I said, it looks like it could be entertaining. That's, like, what I care about. Is it entertaining? I just want to see Wile E. Coyote sue Acme. I refuse to give Hollywood any of my cash. Well, this was... I don't know what studio made the movie, but it's not Warner Brothers distributing it. It's another entertainment company. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to give them money. Cheese will work as a bait for a mousetrap. All that's left is to find the mousetraps. Not my favorite part in this. Oh, that weekend I'll be watching... Yeah, the Jason David Frank movie is, Let me just see if the mousetraps are down here. That's his last movie is coming out that weekend, too. I might try to see both that weekend, but I don't know. Let me see the mousetraps. Okay, let me see if they're upstairs. I don't envy these poor rodents. I can start setting the traps. Yeah, not a fan. Not a fan of this part, because I actually like rats. If we didn't have as many cats as we do, I would actually have a couple or so rats. I already know what I would name them. I only show up once a week every year, so pick your poison. What, like, like what my greatest fear would be? Because if that's the case, then I'm deathly afraid of loss of money. Shit. Yeah, I don't like that. I need to remove all the mouse traps that have been triggered. Not a fan of this. Anyway. Gravy's afraid of boobs. I always figure that about you. I like rats. I would have them. I already have like names picked out, especially if they're males. The atmosphere is here? Yeah, definitely. I think that's it. Okay. Strange, the mousetrap kind of cut the rat like that, and where's the other half? Yeah. This is the last mousetrap. I think that's enough. Alright, so let's go talk to Granny. Do you have Why would I have tigers or lions? I'm crazy. I'm not stupid. Yeah, Street Fighter looks like it would at least be entertaining. Totally fucking normal. What am I gonna call them? If one rat is brown, I'm calling it Radagast. Another name I have picked out is Reepicheep. And another name I have picked out is Winston Smith. Hello, Jam. Granny. Yeah, my character's gonna go slap the mom. Is everything okay? What's wrong with you? For there is no truth in their mouths. Their hearts are destructive. Their throats are open graves. Yeesh, and they flatter with their tongues. Oh, you should see my jeans. We're taking care of cats that we rescued from a hoarding situation. Well, it wasn't like an animal hoarding situation. It's just like the location was like just shit. And 3 of them are kittens, like this size kittens. Basically, they're still like fairly tiny. And since they don't have the strength to jump, they climb. And so, like, your legs are their little climbing posts. And these jeans used to look nice. Like, they're not exactly shredded or anything, but, like, you can see, like, where, like, the little fraying is happening from them climbing my leg. So, I think I'll go to bed and you should too, okay? Yeah, good night. I'm locking the door. Nothing to do with you, just because. Can I lock this? No, fuck. That happened. Well, we are trying to find them homes, but I don't know. We've named them like kind of placeholder names until, like, you know, like forever. We're calling the orange kitten Simba. We're calling the mostly white kitten with like a little black speck, and the other one that is, like, you know, it's kind of like brownish fur, like a mix of brownish fur and white. I'm calling that one Mogwai. Hey, Wiley Dave. Thank you everyone for hanging out with me. No, come on. I don't want... Ugh. It's not time yet. I need to put it back in the bag. What? Will you keep one? I don't know. At this point, I don't know. We're working on getting the cats themselves, like the older cats themselves, neutered and spayed. Yes. So yeah. So I'm seeing that, but I want to see that Buddy film too. I might like steal the seats for that just because there's so. I don't know if I'd be able to see it in theaters. Yeah. Well, like the brown and white can looks like a Mogwai. I don't hear any movement behind the door. Even the TV is suspiciously silent today. All this is alarming. I need to go get some pills. Anything in here to look at? Okay, that's why I couldn't go anywhere. That's a door. Okay. Yeah. Throw more pills. Okay. Grandma, are you here? Grandma, please answer. The TV, the evening program, how can I miss it? My favorite TV is broken. That's exactly that's like how I am. I'm just at a loss for fucking words. There was an old TV in the basement. It would be great if you could go downstairs and bring it up to me. The key is under the doormat. Hurry up, okay. Yeah, I think it's time for American Horror Story to end. I don't like basements. Why is there a fucking coffin? Grandma's initials, what does a person feel when choosing a coffin for themselves? Stiff? I mean, like, you know, at that point, that's what you would be feeling in the coffin. I don't know. But why is there a fucking coffin? Not sus at all. I don't like basements. I don't like, especially this basement. It's Kane, my god, it's Kane! Writing a DC Marvel crossover. At this point, I'm kind of checked out of both franchises. When I say like current DC and Marvel, I'm kind of checked out. What the fuck was that?
Radio's good company, travels anywhere. Plays with lasting power when you give it power to spare. Ever-ready batteries with power to spare. Unknown brands just aren't the same.
I'm gonna put the
Get
candle
Ever-ready
down
batteries with
there, and I
power
gotta
to
make it
spare.
over. What? Fuck. Oh, jeez. Come on. Really? Okay, I know I came... I guess, okay. I can't fucking see. There it is. Oh my god, that's someone holding the candle down there. Open up! I love games like this. Just makes me go against every fucking intuition I fucking have. Grandma, is that you? Grandma, I'm scared. Please answer me. Can I at least have the candle? Turn to me, Lord. Deliver my soul. Save me for the sake of your mercy. Totally fucking normal! For in death there is no remembrance of you. In the grave, who will praise you? Did my character just blow out the candle? What the fuck, dude? Oh, come on. Bloodstains, when do they appear? I don't care to know. Definitely don't fucking care to know. Definitely don't fucking care to know. Don't fucking care. Murderer. No, I put the fucking TV down a while ago. Why is the door off its hinges? Why can't it move? There it goes. Grandma, what's wrong? She looks like she's a fucking juggalo, and you're asking her what's wrong. Grandma, why did you go down to the basement? The TV, the evening show, how can I miss it? My favorite TV is broken. Look, I brought the TV from the basement as you asked. I saw you in the basement. In the basement? I've been sitting here all day. I haven't left my room. You must be tired. You imagined it. Go to bed. Ah. door. I get. Whoa, you're not gonna let me shut the door? Move. Move. Shut the door. Ah. Okay. You'd think this would be the time that you would shut the door and lock it, not the first night. I have no idea. I'm out. This is okay. Someone's breathing behind the door. I'm not opening it. Something's wrong here. No shit. Not looking here. Okay, why is this blocking that? Maybe stay in the room that has a cross on the door to keep out, some, nefarious shit. I don't know. That'd be my inclination. There's no one here. That's never the case. It's never the case. There's no one in the hallway. Nope. Okay, guess I gotta go back upstairs. This is where I would nope the fuck out and just hope I'm still in the will. I'm just saying. The Steeler TV and run. No, I'm just saying, it's like, I'm just see if I'm just leave and hope I'm still in the will. Grandma, are you there? Let me in! Let me in! The key is under the windowsill. Love. Key to fucking what? This is where you kind of just take a broom and like the broom handle just kind of like poke, poke. You good? You good? Dead. Seriously, the achievement is called Red Rum. The achievement is called Red Rum. Fear? Is that a doorbell? Jesus, fucking loud. Who's there? Are you sure you want to hear this? No, but this game's gonna make me listen anyway. What could that possibly mean? It makes no sense. Red Rum? Is that like an honest question, Abomination, or is it more like you being facetious? What are you talking about? You were upstairs. You went out alone. I don't understand. We all saw it. The police are on their way. Okay. Take Red Rum. Okay. And take that and spell it backwards. So start with the last letter and work from there. Red Rum. Red Rum. Red Rum. Red Rum. Oh, for how? Like, seriously? Okay, yeah. Trey just just answered. It's murder spelled backwards. Red Rum. Let me in. Let me in. I don't want to go in that room. Let me in. Oh, for those who are fans of the original Shining, I'm prepared to have bricks thrown through my window. I think it's overrated. Guess the implication is that, yeah. I gotta go downstairs again. Oh no. Oh! Yeah, there was a remake. There was a remake. Yes, Holocron, there was a remake. It's a TV miniseries, but there was a remake. I feel like, you know, that gif of, was Eric Andre, like, let me out! Well, he's like, let me in, basically, but I'm like, let me out! Oh, fucker! It was just a dream, but the pain in my back and the creaking in the mattress remind me that reality is no better. A dripping faucet, dirt, insects, and the fear that the old woman will do something again. How long will this go on? Yeah, and in my opinion, that Dr. Sleep might be a hot take, but was better than the original Shining. Just a normal. Maybe people think it was just a normal heart attack. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen the original ending they had planned. That would have been really fucking cool. Especially with Pinhead. That would have been really fucking cool. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Grandma was quietly rocking in her chair, but something in the room was wrong. As if reality itself was lurking, watching, like before a storm that could break it out at any moment. Better go get some pills. Tasteless. The poison powder in Prince's Bride. Yep. She's a senile old woman who waits for her death every day. If she lives even one day longer or even a decade, what will change? Yeah, it pours the... Here, Granny. I brought your pills. Pills, you know I had a strange dream. I have a bad feeling, grandson. Can you do what I asked first? There is a box on the second floor in a closed room. You'll see it right away. Bring it to me. Go get it again? Okay, but promise you'll take your pills. Ah! Yeah, I'm saying, like, you know, would have loved to have seen, like, I think, like, the original ending was supposed to be basically both Freddy and Jason were dragged to hell. Like, well, not, like, you know, when I say hell, I mean, like, you know, where the Cenobites are, and Pinhead is like, you know, gentlemen, what is the disagreement, or something like that. You know, it's like, you know, like, oh my, like, you know, like, that would have been fucking awesome to see. The original idea for Friday the 13th Part 7. I can see it. Yeah, I know, but it would have been really fucking cool to see Pinhead basically, like, you know, pull, like, Jason and Freddy down, and, like, the, you know, the change you see in, like, you know, the Cenobite hell, and just say, you know, like, you know, gentlemen, what is the problem? Kind of thing. I don't know. She figures it out. Grandma's not normal. Halloween 4 basically, you know, righted the path. Would say that. It is a good movie, but people were pissed off after Halloween 3. Of course, the studio wasn't exactly clear of their intentions when they, made Halloween 3, so it's really not like studio's fault. And that is, like, Halloween series was originally supposed to be like a series of anthology films that take place on Halloween, but because the first two centered on the killer Michael Myers, people were like, where the fuck is Mike? Where the fuck is Michael? Granny. Look, I'm not in the mood of, like, recreating the old woman from The Shining. Like, the naked, old woman titties sort of situation, so shut the curtain, shut it. Alright, it's time to take your pills. These are my old things. Did you know that your grandmother used to be a ballerina? It was so long ago. But I'll never forget. Take your pills now. Okay, strange taste. My throat is dry. Please bring me some water. I'm just like, my granny, what big glowing yellow eyes you have. Sounds like a heartbeat. Where's your box? How are you feeling? Can you hear me? Grandma? No pulse, no breathing, she's dead. Alright. Need to call an ambulance to confirm her death. As time goes on with you about Scream being... It should have been a one-off. I'm gonna help you. My grandmother, she's not breathing. I'll give you more details. I take care of her. I think it's a heart attack or something like that. It's not surprising that this happened. She's old. She was 98. This is where, like, if you're gonna commit a crime, alright, don't make it obvious or anything like that. It's not surprising that this happened. You're kind of, like, putting the spotlight on you. Just say, she's not breathing. Just say, like, don't say what you think it was. Or that's not surprising. Just, say, like, she's not breathing. If you're gonna commit a crime, be smart about it. We're on our way, wait. Okay, I'll wait. I won't wait by the door. I'm on the way outside. Let me out. Let me out. No, I don't want to go to the second floor. No, I don't want to check what's there. Thank you, says, but I legit thought that was part of the fucking game. I was like, where did this shit come from? Thank you. I just went, yeah, I want to dip. I want to dip with the quickness. Like, like, I love horror games, but, like, you know, like, it just makes me do everything that goes against what I would do in the situation. Look, I have enough white in me to be curious about something that is mysterious, is strange, you know, and things like that, but I have enough minority in me, too, to know when to fuck off. Poor bird as it crashed into the window, but still inside. How was it inside? How was it inside? I need to go back to Grandma's room and wait for the ambulance. This is terrible. What happens next? You're black. You would not be in that house. Yeah. 2 months later. So you're not turning... Yeah, if I see a sign for Crystal Lake or Haddonfield, I'm going in the opposite direction. No, it's 2 months later. Kitchen set is completely broken. It will take a lot of time to repair and repaint it. It'll be just like new. New furniture. I laid a carpet on the floor to cover the rotten boards. Why is there a guitar riff? I know I need to go in that room, so I'm just looking around. Here was on the day she died. I don't know why, but I'm putting off from renovating this room for as long as possible. I don't know, maybe the fact that you killed her, that might be that deterring that little notion. Telling me I still can't leave? Still can't leave. Great. Who's there? Delivery from the building materials store. Still can't leave. So this is what was hidden in this room. Memories, vivid moments of life, frozen and long forgotten objects from my childhood. Children's toys given to me by my grandmother. My grandmother holding me as a little boy in her arms. I don't remember this at all. Grandma once had a dog named Chucky. I loved playing with him. My first bike. So many memories with it. Riding around the village with my friends on warm summer days. But why did Grandma decide to nail it down? Did I do something wrong? Well, you just murdered her. That's kind of answers your question. Just saying. Hold on. Okay, before I leave, am I right to say that that is the emblem for Full Moon Entertainment? Anybody know what I'm talking about? That studio that does like both shitty and like awesome, you know, basically just awesomely bad movies. Full Moon Entertainment is. I'm pretty sure that that's the emblem. I'm pretty sure that's the logo. Oh, they went into the 90s, Trey. They went into at least the 90s. I want to say even the early 2000s. I want to say, like, that's the logo. So it is? I'm right. I'm remembering. Yeah. Full Moon Entertainment. If you've not seen any movies by Full Moon Entertainment, look up Robot Wars. Look up, Bloodstone. The Subspecies movies. Yeah, shit like that. Awesomely bad movies. Yeah. But, like, I'm gonna say, like, you know, bad, like, not saying, like, they're necessarily, some are shits. I will say some are shits, but for the most part, when I say awesomely bad, I mean, like, they're not objectively good, but they're entertaining as fuck. The chairs are overturned, the walls are dirty, what's going on here? Oh, fuck. I don't know if you all can see that, that's a fucking hand. The Puppet Master movies, I love them because they don't give a fuck about continuity. If you actually watch Puppet Master movies, they change the lore when it comes to the man who created the original puppets, basically, and they don't give a shit about it. They just make a movie and like, okay, we're gonna change it. Then they make another movie, we're gonna like change it again. They don't give a fuck. The third one, is it the third one? I believe is it the third one where he goes after Nazis? Like it said during World War II? Room as I remembered it during my grandmother's absence, it hadn't changed at all, as if waiting for its owner to return. Maybe because you haven't touched it. Let me out! Let me out! Let me out! My convenient icon to open the fucking door! Oh yeah, Ghoulies is a blatant ripoff of like Gremlins. Yeah, I've seen Ghoulies. I've seen the Ghoulies movies. Like I would say, pretty much a blatant ripoff. Well, not blatant ripoff, but like, you know, they like definitely took straight up inspiration from Gremlins. I'm too young to have a fucking heart attack. I'm too young to have a fucking heart attack. That's what I would have done in the 2 months. I would have packed a gun. I can't get down. Oh, come on, dude. I don't know if anybody can see the hand under the bed. Yeah, you're gonna make me go against every fucking ounce of intuition I have. Hello, grandson. Surprised, didn't expect to see me again. Actually, I fucking did. After you poisoned me with your own hands, I see you're slowly settling into my house, renovating it as if nothing had happened. Yes, this old woman is out of her mind. Why should she live? Is that how you justified yourself? I love the time when you were very little, when you came to visit me. I never thought that little boy would grow up and cynically kill me. I'm not leaving just like that. Bastard. The end. Complete the game. Probably would play this again closer to Halloween, and I would honestly do your suggestion, Gravy, of lights out. Not with headphones. Not with headphones, no. But definitely lights out. Even though I know I would what to expect, most likely I'd still jump again. Sensitivity, volume, yeah. My Skin Stapler game was longer. It's actually like an actual story. This is more or less like basically like a supernatural short story set to a video game. Anyway. Yeah, I jumped. It made me jump. It made me fucking jump. I will give it that. It made me jump. Got all 12 achievements, basically. Got all 12 achievements. Yeah, so like I said, you know, even knowing what to expect, I'll most likely play this game again closer to Halloween. Depending on how long it takes me to get through Hellraiser. I'm not sure how long the Hellraiser game is supposed to be. But I will be playing that. Welcome to Kowloon. I'd have to look that up. So depending on how long Hellraiser is, like, I'll try to be incorporating like games like, you know, not just that, but like She Was 98, like this game again. I have other games like Blasphemia that I want to get. Nightbell I'm saving for closer to Christmas. Ever play Visage? No. Need to play Fatal Frame. People keep telling me that I need to play Fatal Frame. Well, the fact that I lose like 2 days a week, basically, of streams, basically, I don't know. I doubt it'll be in 2 weeks, but we'll see. It's like 10 to 15 hours. We'll see, basically, depending on how often I can play it. You know, I should be able to incorporate other games. Fatal Frame demos on Steam. Okay, yeah, I've never played Fatal Frame or Visage or anything like that. I need to. Why won't that Kowloon? My mouse is not wanting to work. I'll have to look that up. Anyway, but I'll show you real fast before I end the stream. All right, like I said, I'm fine with this being a short game. I figured it was not going to be a long one because it's, you know, it's an indie horror game. That was not going to be a long one. I fully expected that. And again, I'm not expecting anyone to do this, but at the same time, if you would help me out by like becoming a member to my Kick, at least until I get re-verified, because Kick is screwing me over, I would appreciate that. I need like 9 more Kick, like, you know, Kick subs, not gifted Kick subs, for it to count for verification, basically. I appreciate it, but these are the images. Watch party tomorrow. That's a maybe, and it'll either be Wishmaster or Pumpkinhead. And when I say I don't know what time I'm going to be able to start it, because about early evening I have to help my brother by going to his place to feed and let his dog out, basically. So I'll be sitting with his dog for a little while, basically. So depending on when I get home is when I'll be able to basically start the movie. And Pumpkinhead is on Tubi, and I believe Wishmaster is on Pluto TV. So both basically will be involve commercial breaks. But it'll be either one of those two. Probably Pumpkinhead, just because it's easier to go through Tubi than Pluto. But like I said, it depends on when I get back. I'm not expecting like to be late or anything like that. By all means, I'm just going to let him out, feed him, and sit with him for a little bit, so he's like, you know, have some company for a little while. And then come back, basically. But these are the pictures. This is the image for whenever I play Gears of War E-Day. What the fuck off. I'm gonna use that image or something else if I can get something better going, basically. But I'm basically going to be removing my image from this picture and for the thumbnail, basically. So I'm gonna be like adding like that to the thumbnail. And this is the Hellraiser one. So again, I'll be removing the background image and, you know, adding this to the thumbnail. So, and I already know what my first title is going to be. For the Hellraiser stream, and that is "We Have Such Sights to Show You." So that's going to be that's going to be the first title, like, for the first Hellraiser stream, and then the title after that is like "No Tears, It's a Waste of Good Suffering." And like so forth, basically. I'm going to be trying to incorporate like Pinhead quotes as the titles, basically. So, but the first one is going to be "We Have Such Sights to Show You." But anyway, Yeah, that was She Was 98. So yeah, you saw me jump like 4 or 5 fucking times. So hopefully that was entertaining, at least for you. I had heart palpitations for a few of those, so that's always fucking fun, especially when you're streaming. But anyway, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow I might do a watch party through my Discord. Chances are, just because of availability and ease, it'll most likely be Pumpkinhead on Tubi. So, probably looking at about 8 or 8:30 p.m. Eastern for the start time for that, because the movie itself is not that long. Sunday, Talk Nerdy to Us, if we're still having it, should be on my Nerdy Homes channel. I'll remind her of that. Monday and Tuesday, no streams. I have my live lectures. And then basically, up until, pretty much up until October, figuring out what games to play. I don't want to exactly invest in a game that's going to require a lot of time invested in it, basically. So, just because of classes and everything, and because also I only have about a month and a half before, well, over a month and a half before Hellraiser drops. Maybe Massacre at the Mirage at some point. Skin Stapler again at some point. There's other games. I'm gonna look at other games by Tainted Pact. I'm gonna look at those other, other games that people suggested, like Fatal Frame, the Kowloon one, the Visage. I'm gonna look into those. So yeah, basically it's gonna be like games where it's like that either I haven't played but are short, or that I have played that I know are short, basically just because of the time I have, and the fact that I have, basically once Hellraiser drops, I'm going to be dropping whatever game I'm playing and focusing on that. So, but on that note, maybe we'll do it. Is this? Well, maybe this might be short, basically. Yeah, I gotta install this. Yeah, I also have, where is it? I'm gonna try this. I'm not gonna stream it, but I'm gonna try this, see what it's like, the Tarot Cart demo. I might uninstall this only because I might uninstall Silent Hill 2 just because I only have so much time, space, and I'm going to need space for both Gears of War E-Day and Hellraiser, so I might uninstall Silent Hill 2, even though I like the game, and Helldivers. Might uninstall that just because I'm going to need space. Gonna need some fucking space, because games are not... Games are, you'd think, they wouldn't take as much space, but they fucking do. Anyway, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, have a good rest of your day or evening, wherever you are in the world. Yeah, I'm saying, Halo 1 isn't long, but it's very story-oriented, so even, with the time I have for streaming, probably not. I know I could get it done relatively quickly, but it would require some investment in playing it. So, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, have a good rest of your day or evening, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you all tomorrow for the watch party of Pumpkinhead on my Discord, and then Sunday evening on my Nerdy Homes channel at 8:30 p.m. Eastern for some Talk Nerdy to Us. Alright, take care, stay safe, and peace.